Welcome to the hot seat with Mr. White on Always Remember that all these stories is allegedly, so thanks for watching.
No matter how strong you are going to be affected by this place.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is all She says, you're blowing it. I said, what you mean? She says, you got an opportunity to do something great, walk into the history books, and you're blowing it, and I need to help you with it. She took me to Quincy Jones's house.
We've now seen everything that happens if you speak up on these contracts and you speak up on all of the dealings that have been done and you point this stuff out. It's like they tried to destroy me.
That's real. And when that is happening, I was lucky enough to have people say, yo, you can't go out right now because you talk crazy.
In general, when a celebrity wins an award, it signifies that the person has broken boundaries deserving of recognition. And although we thought that when Jamie Foxx won his first Oscar all those years ago, it seems we couldn't have been further from the truth. According to news allegedly coming from the actors' camp, it appears that winning that award was the beginning of his misfortune. Now, the man has just detailed out how his life has taken a completely different route since he officially became a member of Hollywood's top 1%. The things he's seen, however, have led him to expose just how dark it is up there. And trust me, it's almost unbelievable, so stay with me till the end.
Oprah was definitely
rubbing your shoulders on her show. She was loving you, bro.
We had a connection. If it was right, I didn't want to disrespect.
We've heard a lot of people talk about the dark side of Hollywood, but the problem with most of these people is that they're mostly not recognized in the industry, so it's sort of easy to discredit their views. But the game takes an entirely different direction when the person exposing the industry for darkness is a well-known celebrity, and even more, a part of movers and shakers. This is where Jamie Foxx comes in. Even though he just got out of the hospital and is back on his feet, Jamie Foxx doesn't seem to be letting his recovery get in the way of exposing the part of Hollywood most people do not get to see. The actor, or in this case whistleblower, has come out to reveal where and how things changed in his life after he rose to an elitist position in Hollywood. However, this story doesn't just involve Jamie alone. Oh no, it also involves some other big names in the industry who basically indoctrinated him into the dark side of the industry. What's worse, though, is the activities that getting to this level in Hollywood brought into his life, which is exactly what Jamie is just now exposing.
Here was the problem, though. When we got nominated for an Oscar, I thought there's no way we win. So I used that as an excuse to throw parties.
See, Jamie Foxx's life changed significantly after starring in the hit 2004 film Ray, which chronicled the life of Ray Charles. His unforgettable performance earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor, but it also brought a new level of fame and adulation that Foxx had never experienced prior. Noticing how things had significantly changed for Jamie, the actor revealed that he was reached out to by Oprah for an intervention that included Hollywood stars such as Quincy Jones and Sidney Poitier. On the first look, sounds like a gesture one would only reserve for a person you care about, but that wasn't exactly the case here. In fact, it pretty much got out later that it was all part of an elaborate scheme to suck him into their dark vortex. But let's stay on topic.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is I'm like, who?
And then I get a call, and on the other end of the phone, hi, Jamie Foxx. Foxx said. I said, who's this? This is Oprah. You're blowing it, Jamie Foxx. Seemingly concerned about how Foxx was handling his newfound success, Winfrey decided to set up an intervention and talk with him. I said, what do you mean? Foxx said. She says, all of this gallivanting, all this kind of stuff, it's not what you want to do. So I want to take you somewhere to make you understand the significance of what you're doing.
She says, you're blowing it. I said, what you mean? She says, you got an opportunity to do something great, walk into the history books, and you're blowing it, and I need to help you with it.
Winfrey ended up taking the talented actor and singer to the home of one of Hollywood's most famous producers. Flash forward to now, Oprah Winfrey tells me, you're f***ing up. We go to Quincy Jones's house, Foxx said. He says, hey man, listen man, you're doing good man, we just don't want you to blow it, baby. While at Jones's house, Foxx met several successful black actors that had paved the way for him. So we go in the house and there's all these old actors, black actors from the 60s and the 70s, who look like they just want to say good luck, Foxx said. They want to say don't blow it.
You have to walk a certain way, Jamie, because you don't want to blow it, man. Everybody's counting on you, man.
Doesn't it seem a little weird that all these big names in the industry suddenly piqued an interest in him immediately after the actor landed his big break and won his first Oscar award? Oh, did I not mention all of this came right after he cemented his place in the industry? Because that was exactly the story. That's right, in 2004, Foxx won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his performance in the biographical film Ray, in which he portrayed the legendary musician Ray Charles. He was also nominated for several other awards for his roles in films such as Django Unchained in 2012, Just Mercy in 2019, and Soul 2020, just to give you an idea of how big a deal his win was at the time. Seems like Oprah believed that was the perfect time to poach him into their elitist group, and she did that. But there were a couple of others involved in the process that made him seemingly more certain that he was being sucked into a secret society.
And there was people from the 60s and the 70s that had been actors and actresses, all dressed up to say, walk the right way, do the right thing.
According to the actor, after meeting an assortment of Hollywood's most successful black actors, he was introduced to Sidney Poitier, the first black actor to win the Academy Award for Best Actor. Foxx was floored. I said, "Hello, Mr. Poitier," Foxx recalled. He said, "I saw you one time. You were at a party. Do you remember that?" He says, "I want to give you one thing. I want to give you responsibility. When I saw your performance, it made me grow 2 inches." While getting with all these people after he tasted success might not be enough to convince you of how badly these elites tried to absorb Jamie into their squad, there is also the fact that they tried to do it with other celebrities. One of those was Sean Diddy Combs. Now, it's pretty much general knowledge that Diddy has made himself a force to be reckoned with in the rap industry. But besides music, Diddy is also known for his pretty outrageous parties. Of course, these parties are exclusive and fancy and ridiculously expensive. Only a few people are invited to these secret parties, and these people don't have much choice but to show up to the parties. After all, Diddy has made himself an empire, and anyone who dares to go against him should just kiss his career goodbye. His parties have guest lists that can feature more than 1,000 guests. And these parties come with very strict dress codes. Considering how seriously he takes his exclusive parties, imagine Jamie Foxx's shock when he was getting invites to Diddy's parties. This is telling because even though Jamie had already snuck into Diddy's parties in the past, he never actually got an official invite until after he landed his big break, or should I say, an Oscar.
I would show up to the party in my little town car. There's town, I grab me a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and
tells you these people have specific targets in the industry. And in Jamie's case, it seems the elites of Hollywood have had their eye on him from the beginning. This became clear after the actor spoke out about being on the same medication as Kanye, who, if I might add, has also revealed elites have been trying to drug him to keep him silent. Speaking to Hip Hollywood, the 55-year-old admitted he sympathizes with West because he, too, dealt with depression, substance ab*C, and manic mental episodes. I know Kanye don't come from a bad place, and when he talked about the drugs, the mental drugs, I've had an episode of that. When he was talking about, I went in for 2 pills and they gave 7 pills. That's real.
I know Kanye don't come from a bad place.
Right.
And when he talked about the drugs, the mental drugs, I've had an episode of that.
Foxx also revealed he was grateful for the support of his family, who kept a close watch on him when he was in one of his unstable episodes. I was lucky enough to have people like my sister, like my family, that said, "Yo, you can't go out right now because you're talking crazy." Could it have been a simple coincidence? I doubt it. The cases are just too close. Something else that proves all of this wasn't just a coincidence and that Hollywood is indeed an evil place is that some other big names have always spoken about the truth of the industry. That was reportedly the case with Mel Gibson. According to reports, Gibson's old claims in an interview about the evils of Hollywood just resurfaced online after the launch of the movie Sound of Freedom.
You have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be fucked over at some point.
Gibson, who is known to be a supporter of the movie, filming a promotional push on social media and encouraging people to see it. In the wake of the film's release, a 1998 interview featuring the actor discussing his shock at what Hollywood is like has gone viral. Gibson begins by explaining how he had weird paranoid suspicions about Hollywood when he arrived. You go away and you think, "No, I was wrong. That's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagine that stuff." That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later down the track that you were exactly on track with a lot of this stuff, he said. That some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think. Gibson then makes a shocked face.
And I've often felt it. I've sat there and I have felt the knife slipped firmly in between my shoulder blades and tried to have it shoved through the other side through my heart.
Seems unlikely that he would have been lying back then about something that Jamie Foxx seems to be facing today, doesn't it? Well, some people on the internet seem to have noticed the pattern of celebrities getting poached and trying to expose Hollywood, and many of these people have been talking about it. One person wrote, if you see what happened to Jamie Foxx, Jim Carrey, Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, and Kanye West all been trying to tell everyone what's been going on in Hollywood. Who will be the next celebrity that will try to expose Hollywood and will be called crazy? Will we ever find out what goes on behind the scenes in Hollywood? From the looks of things, we're closer than we've ever been. That's it for this video. Goodbye.